More heavy fighting in high security space as the only Keepstar citadel inside the borders of Empire rapidly nears destruction. Chaos and panic as an administrative error hamstrings 2 alliances. This is our ongoing coverage of the HIGHSEC trade war. It is the 18th of June, YC125. In the early hours of this morning, the Tranquility Trade Tower in the Perimeter system came out of reinforced mode and was once again made vulnerable to attack. Waiting in place for that timer to end was a huge fleet led by Goonswarm Capsuleers, eager to strip away the armour plating of the station and bring it one step closer to final destruction. Unlike the first battle, where they were able to take the station's shields down almost completely unopposed, this time they were met by a defensive fleet consisting of most of the other signatory alliances of the former trade consortium. Why had the other consortium members chosen to fight when they had not contested the first battle? And why were they fighting when they were trying to decommission the station themselves anyway? A statement released by Fraternity has accused Goonswarm of not, in fact, wanting to end all HIGHSEC trading cartels and destroy all extra-large Upwell stations within Empire space. They have accused the Goonswarm of a double cross, theorising that the Goons are simply trying to remove all opposition and become the only alliance with an intact and, even more valuable, Sotio engineering complex anywhere within Empire space. Fraternity have pointed out that the Goonswarm has shown no signs of preparing to decommission the Sotio, which is located in the Ashab system, nor has Goonswarm publicly stated that the station will be removed in the future. For this reason, Fraternity has once again joined forces with the rest of the consortium to defend the Keepstar in Perimeter, until such time as the Goons agree to take down the Ashab Sotio. Why has the consortium chosen to defend a station which they were decommissioning anyway, instead of simply attacking and destroying the Goonswarm Sotio? That question remains unanswered. Back in Perimeter, over 1,500 Capsuleers had arrived on scene in a naked show of force rarely seen within the bounds of Empire space. The consortium forces were mainly comprised of Pandemic Horde, Fraternity, Northern Coalition, Pandemic Legion and Test Alliance. The attacking forces were mainly Goonswarm and Initiative, with many other smaller entities bulking out their fleet. Mercenaries and onlookers of all types were present on the field of battle also, with Concord forces also patrolling the area to enforce the YULAI Convention with deadly force. The YULAI Convention is the cornerstone of Empire space, which tightly regulates aggressive Capsuleer actions, laying down rules of engagement and keeping the space lanes relatively safe for travellers. However, it seems that dealing with trivial things such as laws is not normal for large alliances that have carved out their own territories in the lawless edges of the galaxy. In the chaotic flurry of formal war declarations and mercenary contract signings, it emerged that both Pandemic Horde and Fraternity had somehow actually forgotten to declare war on Goonswarm. Both alliances realised their error and scrambled to sign up as mercenaries, which allows combatants to begin open aggression after a 4-hour period. A full declaration of war has a 24-hour timer. This meant that when the fight to destroy the Keepstar's armour began, all that Pandemic Horde and Fraternity could do was attack the smaller entities, which they had the legal right to shoot, and could not aggress Goonswarm directly until their legal mercenary aggression timer had expired. They could only look on as the Keepstar took a tremendous pounding from Goon's huge fleet of rock battleships. As soon as their aggression timer had ended, Fraternity, who were by now desperate to be involved, attacked the Goon fleet in their own fleet of advanced Eagle cruisers, but were easily fought off without causing any real damage. By the time that Pandemic Horde received their Concord clearance to fight, it was all too late. The station was forced back into reinforced mode, and the battle devolved into several smaller engagements as the main attack forces quit the field, with their objectives having been achieved. The final battle for the Perimeter Keepstar is expected to begin at just after midnight UTC on the night of Wednesday, June 21st and going into Thursday, June 22nd. If there are any more developments in this blitzkrieg war, we will let you know. Stay safe out there. Would you like to know more?